To this day, Star Trek The Next Generation is one of my favorite television shows. And so when I opened this box, this was a real treat. This is The Basement Sellout. If you remember Mighty Max toys or Polly Pocket toys, these toys are kind of along the same line, but Star Trek The Next Generation themed. So they look like ships or props from the show on the outside, but inside they turn into these little play sets. So here this phaser turns into sort of this alien compound. You also have a board cube, and you open it up, and it's a board cube with an assimilation chamber inside. So I guess all the other kids were playing with Mighty Max and Polly Pocket, and I was playing with this communicator that opens up and turns into a transporter pad. And this one here, it's a shuttlecraft, and you open it up, and it is indeed a shuttlecraft inside, and with little props and even these little chairs that the little characters can sit in. You have a Romulan warbird that looks kind of like a convertible, I guess, when you open it up. Klingon ship with a Klingon single-seat Klingon bridge on the inside. And the characters are teeny tiny. They're hard to focus on. There's Captain Picard. The tricorder opens up, this medical tricorder. It turns into this really cool sort of sick bay set. And if you open up the right side, oh, you can do like a fold-down airplane desk for Dr. Crusher to work on. There's even this little thing here, which I guess you can do experiments on the characters. There's other ships too. So here, an Excelsior-class ship with a little bridge built into the inside of it. And that was one of my favorite ones there, actually. But there's also this big, giant Enterprise D with a little shuttle bay in the back with a teeny tiny little shuttle. And it opens up, and it was a lot of fun because it had the 10 forward set, it had the bridge, it had the ready room where you can get lectured about the first duty of every Starfleet officer. And the little characters, they were all able to fit in there. And it looks pretty good for such a small set. You can even put Data in, and he can be manning the bar like he did in that one episode. And even the view screen, you can flip out these little cards in the view screen to display different ships. I also found this official Star Trek bridge pass still in its original packaging. I'm not sure where I got that from, but it was in the box with these play sets. I was also able to find this checklist, I guess, for, they called them Star Trek Star Discs, but they're really POGs, I guess. And also a checklist for the Playmates action figures, which is going to be a fun episode later on. As you can see, there's quite a few figures. Each of the sets came with at least 2 figures, and so some of them came with the same figures, so you do end up with a few duplicates as a result of that. But you can actually have quite a bit of fun with these characters. So let's say Commander Riker's going off on a mission, and just like in that one episode when he beams back up, surprise, there's 2 Commander Rikers now. And then the 2 Commander Rikers try to fix that before anybody finds out, and nope, now surprise, there's 3 Commander Rikers. So they all head down to sickbay where Beverly Crusher tries to figure out what to do with the 3 Commander Rikers. Meanwhile, on the bridge, you can see others have been playing with the transporter because there's 2 Worfs, 2 Datas, and the 2 LaForges are trying to figure out how they're going to fix this. Eventually, they have to come clean to Captain Picard in his ready room, and it's pretty crowded in there. And meanwhile, Beverly's left with the bridge, but her character can't sit down for some reason, and Troy just keeps saying she's sensing some stress. So yeah, it's a pretty fun set, but I did decide that I am going to sell it. I do have quite a few Star Trek collectibles and toys, and these were great, but I am comfortable with selling these. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing this line of toys, and if you're interested in seeing what else is in these boxes, be sure to like and subscribe.